And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Page along with you here as we get set to start game number 2 of our doubleheader today, game 4 of our series overall, as it's Queens and Tusculum, as Tusculum trying to see if they can take 3 out of 4 games in this series after Queens was able to shut down the Tusculum offense in game number 1 of our doubleheader today, as they tossed a complete one-hitter, a shutout, as Tusculum not able to get any runs across the board as they lost 3-0, as it was a great start put forth by Nick Charlson for Queens. 7 innings, allowed just 1 single, struck out 6 batters, walked 4, left the bases loaded a couple of times as he was able to do what he needed to do with some help from his defense. As Tusculum just could not get things going offensively, as it was 2 runs in the top of the 2nd and then that solo home run in the top of the 6th, and that was all the offense that Queens needed, as they did not have to go to their bullpen in that opening game. Tusculum went to the bullpen just once as they got 2 2/3 innings out of Justin Parker to close things out. He allowed just the 1 run. It was that solo home run that came in the top of the 6th inning. We get ready here for game number 2, as it'll be the right-hander Tyler Harmon, the senior, getting the start for Tusculum. A 4.91 ERA, a 1-1 record on the season. This will be his 3rd start. 7 1/3 innings pitched, 9 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, as he has struck out 14 batters, walked 4 batters, hitting .310 against him. As the starting lineup for Queens will look like this: in center field, leading off, it's number 6, Dominic Ford. Batting second, the first baseman, number 23, Drake Harris. Batting third, the right fielder, number 3, Riley Cheek. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 44, Julian Bailey. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 33, Carter Foster. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 13, Mason Pickard. Batting 7th, the left fielder, number 26, Noah Jones. Batting 8th, the second baseman, number 9, Zach Weston. And batting 9th, the shortstop, number 28, Nick Melton. As we are ready to go here in the top of the first inning, as Tyler Harmon is ready to go. And first pitch will be a ball here at 3:50 to get underway in game number 2. And a pitch here will miss as well, as skipping out of the way was Dominic Ford. Chase Wollenweber back behind the plate here in this one, after we saw Jordan Beaver get the start behind the plate in game number 1, and the count has started out 3-0 here to Ford. Harmon has not been able to find the strike zone. Here to start off this one. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. That one will be in there for a called strike. Ford had started to get ready to let go of the bat, waited for a call, and then eventually heard it. Wollenweber will go through the signs. Here's the 3-1. That one is swung on, hit down the left field line, and that one is going to curl foul. So almost too good of a 3-1 pitch. There's Ford almost started this one off with a round tripper. But the count will be full here, 3-2. Harris in the on-deck circle. Got that solo home run. The no-doubter to right field. Shake off here from Harmon. Now he delivers, and that one is a called strike 3. On the inner half of the plate, as Ford had tossed the bat away. Started to head down the baseline, but that will be the first out of the inning. So that will bring up Drake Harris. As he will step into the left-handed batter's box with the bases empty. Harmon, and that one was inside. He acted like it hit him, and the home plate umpire is going to say that it did hit him. Wollenweber didn't think it did, but there will be no question from the Tusculum dugout, so it will be a hit batter and a 1-out base runner for Queens. And that will bring up the right fielder, Riley Cheek. Cheek went 0 for 1 with a run scored, a pair of walks in the first game. That's a good fastball there, swung through and missed by Cheek. Tusculum defensively, as they have been. Ezra at first, Martin at second, Ford at short, Stiegel over at third through the outfield, Keener in left, Williams in center, Trammell in right. Wollweber again behind the plate. Here's the 0-1. That one's in there, called strike two. The only change here in this one is the designated hitter, as Fuzzy Fur will come into the DH spot for Hinton. Runner leads off first. That's Harris after being hit by the pitch. Count 0-2 to Cheek. A couple of shakes there for Harmon. And now we're going to have to reset things there. Didn't like the options that were being given out by Chase Wollweber from the dugout. Now they'll agree on one here. And the 0-2 on its way. That one breaks. Almost got Cheek to bite at that one, but he won it. Now Cheek is the one that takes the long look into the dugout, third base side. Getting his offensive signs. The catcher, Julian Bailey, in the on-deck circle. We've not seen him since game one yesterday. Here's the 1-2, and that one is swung on. Fouled out of play, first base side, as we've seen Orta in each of the last two games behind the plate for Queens. Getting the strikeout looking to start off the game to Ford. And then the pitch lone inside. Caught a piece of Harris. He has a pretty good lead. Now a throw over. He's back safely, but he did have a good lead. So they'll set back up here. Harmon looks in, agrees there with the pitch called up by Wollweber. Here's the 1-2, and that one is fouled back. Just getting a piece of it was Cheek. As he made its way all the way back out to the field. I think the home plate umpire is going to want that baseball to be switched out, as he'll check it over, give it a look. And it looks like he will hold on to it for the time being, puts it in his satchel there. Count remains at 1-2. A pair of 1-2 pitches have been fouled off by Cheek to keep the bat alive. Here's the offering. Runner goes, swung on, hit to first. It's a fair ball, so they will tag the runner. But that will advance Harris down to second. So a 3 and assisted for the second out of the inning, and that will bring up Bailey. Bailey seems he has not played since the first game of the series. We'll give you a look at his stats. As he comes in to this one with the batting average right there in the 270s. Looking to see if he can come up with a 2-out hit here, at least extend the inning for Queens. And this one is inside. That one did not break, and Wollweber had to get out of his stance to keep that one in front of him. Was backing quickly out of the way was Bailey. The designated hitter, Carter Foster, in the on-deck circle for the Royals. 2 away and a runner at second. Here's the 1-0. That one is swung on. And out to center. Williams tracking it. Can of Corn makes the catch, and that's the third out. And Queens will strand a runner at second. We go to the bottom of the first. No scores. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Hello, my name is Jacob Faith, and I'm the Dean of the College of Business at Tusculum University. I'm proud to share with you that the programs in the College of Business received accreditation through ACBSP in December of 2018. The Accreditation Council for Business Schools and Programs accredits business schools and programs worldwide. This accreditation elevates our programs to the top programs worldwide.
Tusculum University is Tennessee's first university. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Page along with you here as we get set for the bottom of the first inning. Zane Keener, Bryson Ford, Dalton Martin. Look to get things going for Tusculum against the right-hander Zach Kelly. Whereas jersey number 10, the freshman out of Southport, North Carolina, South Brunswick High School, comes in with a 1-2 record, a 7.04 ERA, 18 strikeouts, 14 walks. As he will be tasked with trying to follow up that game one performance from Nick Charlson, 7 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 6 strikeouts, 4 walks, 118 pitches. As he gave his team everything and then some, that he had to not have to get the bullpen, even though they were up a couple times late in that game. And so Keener will step in. Keener batting .327 on the season. 16 hits, 49 at bats, 13 walks, 12 strikeouts. That's the first pitch here low for a ball. Queens defensively through the infield. Harris is at first, Weston at second. This one is swung on. That's going to be a hit down the right field line. That'll get into the corner. Keener is off to the races. He's at second. Was maybe thinking about third, but they're going to pull him up. And it's a leadoff double for Zane Keener.
The shortstop, number 10, Bryson Ford.
Swinging on the second pitch of his at-bat. And all the way down to the right field corner. Zane Keener, so finishing off the defensive positioning here for Queens. Over at shortstop, Nick Melton, third base. You have Pickard to the outfield. Over in left is Jones in center field. And his forward over in right field, he ran that down, was Riley Cheek. And then Julian Bailey getting the start behind the plate. It's Bryson Ford looks at the first pitch ball. The shortstop. Ford, a graduate student out of Knoxville, Tennessee. One of a couple of graduate students on this roster this year coming back after last season. Again, was cut short due to the COVID-19 pandemic. That one is swung out and goes to the right side. That'll move the runner Keener over to third. So a productive ground out for Bryson Ford. It goes 4-3, but it does put a runner at third with 1 away.
Second baseman, Dalton Martin.
And that brings up another graduate student for Tusculum, and Dalton Martin. And he was up in game number 1 today as the tying run down to the final on the bottom of the 7th inning. He just missed on a swing that sent a baseball to the warning track in right field. He swings here, puts it right back at the pitcher. And now caught up between third and home, but the throw will go to first. So unfortunately, Keener not able to score. Now there's 2 away as Martin chopped that one right back to the pitcher, Zach Kelly. And now Tusculum's going to have to try to come up with a 2-out hit here. But a good job by Keener at least to not get caught up at third and potentially be the second out. So he does stay there. This one will miss for a ball. Trammell, he could use a big hit. He's been in a little bit of a funk here. For the Pioneers. As he swings and misses, had a really good start in game 1 of the series. Had the home run, the 2 RBI double, but since then has not unfortunately done much at the plate in the series. Count was 1-1. This one into the dirt. And it's 2-1. He has been the big bat this year for Tusculum, leading the team in home runs, also in RBIs. .22 hits. As he swings this one and again pops it up. Throws the bat into the grass. And Queens will survive. The leadoff double from Zane Keener, and then moving over to third on the ground out. As it's 2 ground outs and a fly out as we go through one, no score. We go to the top of the second here in game 2 as you're watching the Pioneer Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
You're right. That's a 5th floor problem.
Not in my house. No, no, no. Not today.
Jimmy, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
Happier than Dikembe Mutombo blocking a shot.
Nice.
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
So we get set for the top of the second inning. The designated hitter, Carter Foster, will step in. The 5, 6, and 7 batters scheduled up here against Tyler Harmon as he delivers a first pitch strike. So both teams had a runner on base in the first inning, unable to score. And this one in for strike 2. Foster, the designated hitter in game 1. Ended up going 0 for 3. Here's the 0-2, and that's in there, called strike 3. So Foster is a strikeout victim to start off the inning as he heads back to the dugout, third base side, and that will bring up the third baseman, as it'll be Mason Pickard. So Pickard will step in. And that one in there for a strike. So Tyler Harmon in a good rhythm here to start out the top of the second inning. Scheduled for 9 innings here in the 4th and final game of our series. And now the count 0-2. In the on-deck circle, the number 7 batter, Noah Jones, the left fielder. Pickard readies. Behind in the count. And that one, he almost offered at it. Wellenweber thought he did swing at it as he applied the tag, but now they'll check down anyways just to see if the umpire in the field had a different view of it. But the agreement is the same all around. The Pickard did not offer at the offering. So the count 1-2. Harmon delivers, and he tried to get that one to freeze the batter on the inner half of the plate. So he takes by Pickard. Shakes off a pitch here. Now the offering. That one swung on and missed a fastball in the outer half. And there's 2 away. Here in the top half of the second inning. So that'll bring up Noah Jones. Jones has now got start in 3 consecutive games of the series after not starting in game 1 of the series. Harmon sets in, delivers, and that one's a called strike. the count 0-1. Weber goes through the signs. There's the offering. Now breaking does not catch the strike zone, according to the home plate umpire. That pitch there must look better than the first one. But the count even here, the ball and a strike, 2 away. There's a fastball there pumped in for a strike. Now getting into the bottom third of the Queens lineup. The second baseman, Weston, in the on-deck circle. The 1-2 is in the dirt. Not offering it. It was Jones able to hold off on it. That'll even the count up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Weber, a couple options here. The pitch, and that one again in the dirt. So the count has gone full here. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Jones. Been very patient after taking a couple of strikes. Payoff pitch on its way, and that one is swung on. Hit out to right. Trammell got a late beat on it. That's going to be over his head. He plays the short hop off the wall, throws it back in, but it's going to be a 2-out double for Jones as Trammell got a late start on it and it went flying over his head, head off the wall. And so just like that, back-to-back strikeouts. Looks like Harmon is cruising through the inning, and then Jones comes up with a double into right field. And now a chance here for the second baseman, Zach Weston. So both teams now with a double in the game. Weston right in the left-handed batter's box. As this one misses low in the dirt. Weston did get 1 at bat in game 1 today. 0 for 1. Trying to see if he can come up here with a 2-out hit. Fastball swung on and fouled back into the netting. Came in on the hands of the batter. So the count evens up here to ball and a strike. Queens is now at a base runner at second each of the first 2 innings. It was Harris after being hit by the pitch with 1 out in the first. He would eventually get to second base. Well, that's where he was stranded. Harmon, a couple looks back to second. The pitch, and that one is swung on. It was fouled. Weber, though, kept it in front of him. Now he's going to go and have a chat here with Harmon. Don't know if that was a spot where maybe there was a cross up there. It looks like Weber doing most of the talking there with Tyler Harmon. They have a good exchange there on the mound. Home plate umpire giving him time here to talk things out. He's not made his way out, and so Weber now will make his way back, and I think that was a cross-up as he points over to the first base dugout and gives a couple of thumbs up, so it might have been a cross-up there. It did work out, though, in the favor of Tusculum as they did get the swing and the foul tip. So the count is 1-2. Runner leads off at second. That's Jones. 2 away here in the top of the second inning. Harmon delivers, and that one breaks inside as the count will even up. In the next circle, number 9 batter, Milton. Queens looking to complete its first trip through the lineup against Tyler Harmon, the starter for Tusculum. Here's the pitch. That one is swung on. Hit down the left field line. Keener racing forward. It's in foul territory. And that one is going to fall. As I don't think that Keener gave a full effort as closing in on was the shortstop Bryson Ford. Still don't know if that would have won. That would have been made. But the count will hold here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Another chance for Weston, the second baseman. Harmon waits here off of the rubber, giving his third baseman and left fielder a chance to get set. That was a good pitch there from Harmon. Weston trying to battle here for Queens. Woolen-Weber goes through the signs. Harmon out of the stretch. Here's the offering, and that one's in there, called strike three. 3 strikeouts in the inning, pieced around the double from Jones, and we go to the bottom of the second. No score here in Game 2 as you're watching the Pioneer Sports Network.
Broken windshield, take 1.
Hey guys, my windshield just got broken. I feel like I need to blow off some steam. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Blanks, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone.
Yeah, but what if I never hear back? That's gonna make me want to go, check.
Nope, your Geico claims team is always there for you.
That makes me want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah!
Geico. Great service without all the drama. Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip-hop group tag team to help you plan dessert?
French vanilla, rocky road, chocolate peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
We'll see what Tusculum can do here in the bottom half of the second inning against Queens and starter Zach Kelly. He started things off with a bang there in the bottom of the first. Zane Keener, the double down in the right field corner, got over to third base with 1 out, but unable to bring him home. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 batters as Lewis Ezra steps in. He says that was off his foot. The home plate umpire agrees, and it stands to be a hit by pitch to start the inning. As Queens not happy with that call, as Ezra quickly pointed out that it hit his back foot. And so Ezra will be on.
Number 27, Fuzzy Fur.
Base runner. And so that will bring up Fuzzy Fur, the designated hitter. First time that we've seen Fur since he was named the South Atlantic Conference hitter of the week after his performance in the opening 2 games of a 4-game set against Mars Hill. Now a quick throw over here by Zach Kelly. So Fur getting back into the Tusculum lineup. Had 3 home runs, 9 RBIs in those first 2 games of that 4-game series against Mars Hill. So he will step in the DH spot. Count is even here, the ball and a strike, runner at first, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the second inning. That one is swung on, skied in the air, but it'll get out of play first base side. Makes it into the stands. So the count will be a ball and 2 strikes. Jaden Stiegel in the on-deck circle, the number 7 batter. The Tusculum lineup. Ezra leads off first. Kelly delivers. And that's in there for a called strike 3. So Fuzzy Fur is down on strikes for the first out. And that'll bring up Jaden Stiegel. Stiegel batting .264 on the season. 14 hits, 53 at-bats. There's the first pitch to him. That one is up and in as he has to bend back out of the way. And the count 1-0. Ezra the runner at first. Small lead for him, no stolen bases or attempts on the year. Here's the pitch. That one is swung on. That one will be played here by the second baseman, and the out recorded by Weston. And so, just like that, quickly 2 outs after a second consecutive inning where Tusculum gets the lead off batter on base.
Chase Woolen-Weber.
And that will bring up Chase Woolen-Weber. Again, got game 3 off. Back into the lineup here for game 4 of the series. And that number 8 spot. As first pitch, he will take for a ball. They check. He did not offer at it. So the count 1-0. Ezra still at first after he was hit by the opening pitch in the inning. And Zach Kelly has responded with a pair of outs. There's a fastball here on the inner half of the plate to Wolin Weber. Wolin Weber batting .340 on the season. 16 hits and 47 at-bats, 20 RBIs, 7 doubles, a home run. As that one is in the dirt. Momentarily, the catcher, Bailey, did not know where it was, but he picked it up. Also, too, to note for Wolin Weber, at .340 batting average, he's also hitting .364 with runners on bases and .438 with 2 outs. See if he can come through here for Tusculum. In the bottom of the second inning, chops that one foul right into the Queens dugout, third base side. So the count will even up here, 2 balls and 2 strikes. As well, he will take his time to step back into the right-handed batter's box. And Ryan batter Williams in the index circle. Here's the pitch. That one is in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. Heading down second. The catcher still didn't know where the baseball was. So big turn out there at second for Ezra, but he stops as Julian Bailey had no idea where it was. Unfortunately, wasn't getting any help from anybody staying there at home plate. And he eventually picked it up. So the count will be full now, 3-2. With Ezra here at second base. Zach Kelly gets the signs from his catcher. The pitch, and that one is swung on. Hit to the left side. The third baseman, the throw. Nice play there. Going across his body, Mason Pickard. And again, another runner will be stranded on base for Tusculum as we're through 2 full here in game number 2. And no score between the Pioneers and the Royals. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network. Back here for the top of the third inning, Pioneer Park in Greenville, Tennessee, on the campus of Tusculum University. No score between the Pioneers and the Royals. There's Tyler Harmon back out there. Just finished his warm-up tosses and stepping in to lead things off here for Queens. Will be the only batter for the Royals that has not got a plate appearance yet in this one. It'll be number 9 batter. This will be the shortstop, Melton. Nick Melton getting his first swings here against Tyler Harmon. And he swings at the first pitch, but fouls it out of play, first base side. So the count will start off here 0-1. Both teams have had a base runner on in each of the first 2 innings. They both had a runner in scoring position. Here's one chopped off the plate. Stiegel at third. The throw up the line a little bit. But Ezra is there to apply the tag. And the out is made to start off the top of the third inning. Now back to the top of the order for Dominic Ford. Ford struck out looking to start off the game. 0 for 1. Whoever gives the signs, here's the first pitch, and that one breaks in for a called strike. So first time through the lineup for Tyler Harmon. Hits a batter and gives up a double. Also 4 strikeouts. As this one misses low and inside, including 3 strikeouts pieced around that double in the second inning. Have to put that one in the count even here. Now delivers. That one is swung on. A little bit out in front of it was the batter Ford. He's had 2 now where he's been out in front, but he's put on good swings. So the count of all in 2 strikes. Drake Harris in the on-deck circle. We saw him all over the lineup for Queens in this series. This one is chopped foul. This is the highest we've seen him batting in the number 2 spot. We've also seen him bat in the 6th spot. Seen him bat in the 4th spot. He's been a little bit of everywhere in this Queens lineup. We've also seen him at first base. We've seen him at second base. 1-2 pitch coming here for Tyler Harmon. The offering is swung on and fouled out of play first base side. A battle here going between Ford and Harmon. And 1 away in the inning after the ground out from Melton. Got things going. Here's the pitch. That one will miss. In the left-handed batter's box. Wallenweber tried his best to see if he could frame it. Get a call on the outer half of the plate. Now evened up. Here's the offering. And that one is low. Gets away from the catcher, Wallenweber, so the count now full. 3-2. Giving us some defensive signs here as well as he gets ready behind the plate. Payoff pitch upcoming here from Tyler Harmon. A couple of shakes there. And I think time was asked for by the batter Ford, and it was granted. As you saw that Harmon and green. Now the pitch, and that one is swung on and missed. Strike 3, held on to by Wallenweber. And that's the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 23, Drake Harris.
So that will bring up Harris, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. As he became, at the time, the first base runner of the game. So he steps back in. First pitch. Will miss here. On the outer half. Fans and players on the first base side of the field wanted that called a strike. This one swung on solid contact to the short. Ford gloves it, the throw in time. 1, 2, 3, top of the 3rd inning for Tyler Harmon. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, still looking for that first run of the game for either side. We're scoreless. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network.
Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Group Tag Team to help you plan dessert?
Fresh vanilla, rocky road, chocolate, peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop. Shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop. Shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
So for Tusculum, they will look to complete their first trip through the lineup. And stepping in to get things underway here at the bottom of the 3rd inning, it will be Kyle Williams, the center fielder. So far, the only Tusculum batter who has not faced the starting pitcher, Zach Kelly, for Queens. He has yielded a double in this game, has also hit a batter. As Williams takes a called strike one here. Funny enough, early on, both pitchers, they both a lot of double, and they both hit a batter. The 0-1 here swung on a chopper. Williams slipped a little bit coming out of the box. The throw by the shortstop is going to be in time. Don't know if that was made not as close by Williams slipping out of the box, but on his first step, he did not get going out of the batter's box. But nonetheless, still a very nice play by the shortstop, Nick Melton, and there's one away. So back to the top of the order for Zane Keener. And that rocket double down to the right field corner. And he's going to take a strike here to start off the at-bat. And this one is going to go off of his front foot. And so he will head down to first. Second batter that has been hit in the game by Zach Kelly. Run-out base runner for Tusculum. Bring up Bryson Ford, grounded out to the second baseman. Weston his first time up. That had moved Keener over to third after his leadoff double. Snap throw down here. The throw almost got away. What a play by the first baseman. As it was Drake Harris who went lunging. That one almost went down the right field line. As the pitch was into the left-handed batter's box, and the catcher, Julian Bailey, came up throwing, trying to hit Keener. Now this one does get thrown away. Keener will head down to second. He's thinking about third, but he holds up as the first baseman, Drake Harris, is able to pick that one up. So the first time it was an acrobatic play by Harris to keep the baseball from getting away. Now this one does, and now we're going to get a visit here for Queens, as Jesse Park is going to come out and have a chat with his infield. And also his pitcher, Zach Kelly. So Zane Keener stands at second. There's one out in the inning. And now the home plate umpire going to go out to break up this conversation here on the mound. Is going to ask here if we can get back to playing some baseball. And looks like now the conversation will come to an end. So again, a little bit of a defensive miscue there. We'll see if Tusculum can take advantage of it. As Bryson Ford awaits a 1-0 pitch. The catcher, Bailey, will go through the signs. There's the offering. And that will miss inside as Ford was thinking about bunt. Pulled the bat back. So Keener goes down to second on the failed pickoff. Also our first error of the game as it gets charged to the pitcher, Zach Kelly. Ford batting .308 this year with runners on base, .344 with runners in scoring position. That one in the dirt. Nice scoop by the catcher, Julian Bailey. To, for the time being, keep the runner Keener from advancing to third. The count is 3-0. Couple of signs given out here by Bailey. They agree on one, and that one will miss, ball 4. And so it is a walk after the hit batter to put runners at first and second. For Tusculum.
The second baseman, number 5, Dalton Martin.
Came up in the first inning with Zane Keener at third and 1 out and hit that chopper back to the pitcher, Zach Kelly. As they look to try to have a different result in this at-bat. That's the first pitch, a fastball for a called strike. Martin hitting .365 on the season. .459 with runners on base and .393 with them in scoring position. Riders get their leads at first and second. And that one's going inside, a snap throw. But the runner is back safely as Bryson Ford playing off the bag. So Queen's getting aggressive here in this fourth game with trying to keep those runners and getting them at first base. Count 1-1. That's one thing we'd hate if that throw were to get away. And now they drop in a breaking ball here for a called strike 2 as Martin not able to offer at it. And he falls behind the count. Tremble in the on-deck circle. Out at second is Keener. Ford over at first. They take their secondary leads. So we'll get a time call here as that was called for by the catcher, Julian Bailey. Now they'll get on the same page. Here's the pitch. That one's inside, and it's going to hit the batter, Martin, as the home plate umpire makes the signal. As Dalton Martin wore that one, so second hit batter of the inning, third of the game for Zach Kelly, and the bases are loaded with 1 out for Tusculum.
Right fielder, Brendan Tremble.
Keener moves over to third. Bryson Ford down to second, and Brandon Trammell steps up. 1 out here in the inning. Kelly getting the signs. He delivers. That one is swung on. Chopper foul down the first base line. As Harris tried to get to it before it crossed over into foul territory, but he could not. So the runners will have to head back, and another chance here for Brandon Trammell. The batting average has dipped down a little bit for Trammell. It's down to .349, still a great batting average. .359 with runners on base, .407 with them in scoring position. Takes this one down below. The even better stat is with the bases loaded this year, he's batting .750 with the bases loaded. That's MLB The Show numbers for Trammell with the bases loaded. And boy, Tusculum could use him to come through here with 1 out and the bases loaded here in the bottom of the third inning. And he takes this one for a called strike 2. Couldn't pull the trigger as that one caught the inner half of the plate. It falls behind the count 1-2. Kelly sets on the mound. Out of the stretch. That one is swung, and that's through into the left side. 1 run is in. Here comes the second run around. Now they're sending Martin around. He's going to put on the brakes. He falls down. He gets back to the bag, but it's a 2 RBI hit for Brandon Trammell. And Tusculum is on the scoreboard. They lead 2-0. So Zane Keener and Bryson Ford score on the play. Dalton Martin puts on the brakes at third. And Trammell does come up with a big hit as he sneaks it through the left side out into left center. And that'll bring up Lewis Ezra. Ezra, who was hit by a pitch his first time up, will step in with second and third and 1 out. As he awaits the first pitch from Zach Kelly. That one's inside. And he gets away, but not in a good spot for any runners to advance. Obviously with Dalton Martin at third and Trammell out at second. So it's a 2 RBI double for Trammell into left center. Second extra base hit of the game for the Pioneers. And Ezra had the count 1-0. Takes that one up in the zone. There will be some action starting down in the Queens bullpen. And some members of the team head down along with the catcher. So the action will get going down there. Zach Kelly delivers the 2-0. That's going to miss low and inside, and the count is now 3-0. First base open. Fuzzy Fur in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch, and that one will miss up and away. Ball 4. And the bases are loaded again for Tusculum. Second time that Ezra's been on base. So that is the second walk of the inning for Zach Kelly. He's also hit 2 batters in the inning, and then the double by Trammell. So Fuzzy Fur will step in. A strikeout victim his first time up. He waits his first pitch from Zach Kelly, and he'll step out. Fur batting .375 this season, .455 with runners on base, .500 with the bases loaded. And he takes a fastball here at the knees for a called strike. As Dalton Martin stands at third, Tremble at second, Ezra at first. Here's the 0-1, and that one is swung on and tipped. Foul, so it'll be strike 2. So Fuzzy Fur behind the count 0-2. Tusculum looking to try to get more than just the 2 runs here in this bottom of the third inning. They lead 2-0. Here's the pitch, and that one is swung on and missed for strike 3. So 2 at-bats and 2 strikeouts for Fuzzy Fur. Zach Kelly has not had any problems with him.
The third baseman, number 13,
It's a big second out for Zach Kelly and Queens. And that will bring up Jaden Stiegel now with 2 outs here. And the bases loaded. Stiegel popped up to the second baseman. His first time up, that was back in the second inning. Pachino was up in the zone. Must be something with Zach Kelly feeling confident against Fuzzy Fur. As in those 2 strikeouts, he's only had 1 pitch miss out of the strike zone to Fuzzy Fur, but he was unable, especially this inning, to hit the strike zone against any of the other Tusculum batters. He's behind now 2-0 to Stiegel. Still a chance, though, for Tusculum if they can get a big 2-out hit here from Stiegel. As that one will miss. Maybe they won't need a hit. Count now 3-0. A walk would bring in a run as well. Stiegel will try to see if he can be patient here. See what. And we'll get 3-0. Here's the offering. That misses high, ball 4, and it will bring in a run. So bases loaded, walk to Stiegel. He will get credit for an RBI. Third walk of the inning. Makes it 3-0.
Number 8, Chase
Dalton Martin comes in to score. Trammell goes over to third. Ezra down to second. And that'll bring in Wollenweber. He's the 9th batter to hit in the inning. As this one misses inside, the count 1-0. As there is a right-hander throwing down in the Queens bullpen. We're grounded out to third base his first time up. Here's the 1-0. That one is swung on, popped up, and this one will be caught by the shortstop, Melton, to end the inning. So Tusculum leaves them loaded. They do get 3 runs off 2 hits. There's 2 RBIs coming in on the double by Trammell. And we go to the top of the 4th here in Game 2. Tusculum on top by a pair. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
You're right. That's a fifth floor problem.
Not in my house. No, no, no. Not today.
Jimmy, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
Happier than Dikembe Mutombo blocking a shot.
Nice.
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
And finishing his warm-up pitches to get us underway here in the top of the fourth inning is Tyler Harmon. As the Tusculum offense has given a Pioneer pitcher a lead for the first time today to work with after getting 3 runs there in the bottom of the third inning. 2 of them scoring on the double by Trammell, the other scoring on the bases loaded walk to Stiegel. And Tusculum did leave them loaded, but they got 3 in. And it'll be the number 3 batter, Riley Cheek, to lead things off. He swings at the first pitch. Skies it in the air. Dalton Martin calling for it, makes the catch over the shoulder. And that will be the first out. The 3, 4, and 5 batters scheduled up here for Queens. Yes, that will bring up the catcher, Julian Bailey. Bailey flied out to center field his first time up back in the first inning. Harmon will set here. Working out of the windup. That one is swung on, chopped down the third baseline, but foul. Stiegel knocked it down. But it'll just be a strike for Bailey. Queens so far has struck out 5 times against Tyler Harmon. They do have the double from Jones that came with 2 outs in the second inning. Also a hit batter, that was Harris. And a swing and a miss here. A little bit off balance was Bailey, so the count 0-2. The designated hitter Foster in the on-deck circle. Righty, righty. The 0-2 is going to break low. Holding off on it was Bailey. Harmon trying to keep the bases empty here. The 1-2 is swung on. He will not be able to, as that'll be a single into left field. And a big aggressive turnaround first base there for Bailey. That throw did kind of bounce in to Dalton Martin. So that is a 1-out single as Foster will step up.
The DH, number 33, Carter Foster.
Carter Foster will step in. He struck out looking his first time up. That was a string of consecutive strikeouts recorded by Harmon in the second inning. He'll switch to the stretch here with the runner at first. Here's the offering. That one was low. Good job by Wollenweber to keep it in front of him. Tusculum looking for a shutdown inning here after they scored 3 runs in the bottom of the third inning, their first runs of the day. Between the 2 games here at Pioneer Park. Harmon peeks over the shoulder of the pitch. That one swung on and missed the fastball on the outer half of the plate. Swinging right through it was Foster. Pickard in the on-deck circle. There's the offering breaking ball there. It did not break. It stayed up in the zone. Also a pretty good lead for the catcher Bailey over there at first. As we're holding him on. Harmon there at shuck off the first two calls by Warren Weber. Now they agree on the pitch. Here comes the 2-1. That one is swung on and missed, going outside of the zone. There's Foster. A little bit of help there to even the count up 2-2 as he gets some signs from the Queens dugout. Third base side. There's one away here in the top of the fourth inning. Game 2 of our doubleheader scheduled for 9 innings. The final game of a 4-game set. 2-2 pitch on its way, and that one is swung on. And that one's to be fouled off as Warren Weber tried to hold on to it, but he couldn't. So another chance here at the plate for Foster. And that was a good pitch there for Harmon. Also have to keep an eye here on the runner at first and Bailey. He's had some pretty aggressive leads. Here's the 2-2, and that one is swung on, chopped off the plate, but he'd be fouled down the third base line. Stiegel got there, but in foul territory. So nice job here by Foster to extend the at-bat. Trying to follow up that one-out single from Bailey. Against Tusculum starter Tyler Harmon. Harmon sets and delivers. And that one a miss over in the left-handed batter's box, the fastball. So the count now full here, 3-2. And just trying to see if they can get a pair of runners on base. Harmon, the long look in. Here's the offering. That one is swung on and fouled off. Come down into the Queens dugout. Harmon has crossed over the 50 pitch mark here in this outing. Here's the payoff pitch, and that one is fouled back as the runner was obviously off and running. With one out, trying to be a little bit aggressive here. There's Queens. Trying to get onto the scoreboard in their half of the inning after Tusculum got those 3 runs in the bottom of the third. After falling behind the count early, Foster has battled. He's fallen off several pitches here. To stay alive in this at bat. See if they send the runner again. They don't this time, and that one is going to be taken for ball 4, I do believe. They want to check with the umpire, and he's going to say no swing there. So it was ball 4. So to put back-to-back runners on base for Queens after the single and then the walk.
Third baseman, Mason Pickard.
So that'll bring up Pickard. Also struck out his first time up. First walk in the game issued by Tyler Harmon. Tusculum will not hold the runner on at first here as Ezra will play in front of the runner. Harmon getting the signs from Woolen Weber. He's going to step off. I'll ask Woolen Weber to cycle through. So the Tusculum bullpen might get activated down the right field line there. Get some stretching going. Looks back to the runner at second. The pitch from Harmon. That one is fouled back into the netting by Pickard. He went down on strikes swinging in the second inning. We saw this in game 2 last night. Seemed like in those middle innings, Tusculum scored, then Queens would score, and then Tusculum answered again. They scored, and then Queens answered back, and they scored. Tusculum trying to put up the 0 here in response to getting those 3 runs to take the lead. Here it's runners at first and second. Royals with 1 away. Harmon delivers, and that one is low. Runners are going to go. Here's the throw down to second, and they don't get the runner. So both runners will move up on the ball that gets away from Wallenweber. And now that puts two in scoring position with one out. Here for Pickard. Again, it was aggressive base running by Bailey, the catcher. He was often going the minute that one got away from Wallenweber. I was lucky it got as far away as it did. So a really good chance for Queens to get their first runs of the game. Harmon sets, delivers, and that one's in there for a called strike two. The left fielder Jones in the on-deck circle. He had the double that was over the head of the right fielder Trammell his first time up. Tyler Harmon trying to find a second out here though without allowing the runners to advance. Here's his 1-2 pitch, and that one is swung on by foul down the first base line. He's Pickard a little bit late on that swing. As he let the ball travel and tried to send it the opposite way. Holds her 1-2. First time that Queens has had multiple runners on base in this game and multiple runners in scoring position. 1-2 pitch on its way. Here's the offering, and that one is swung on, chopped to third, but it'll be foul. As again, Stiegel loving it. They're in foul territory. As there's some tossing going on down in the Tusculum bullpen down the right field line. The right-hander starting to throw. Right now the Queens bullpen is quiet. 1-2 again, the count here to Pickard. And stepping off is going to be the pitcher Harmon. As both runners going back to their bases. Whoever gives the signs. And Harmon will step off. Tusculum rallied to get the bases loaded. Cashed in for 3 runs in the bottom of the third. Trying to not allow a rally for Queens here in the corresponding inning in the top of the fourth. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that one is going to be inside. And it did not get the batter, but also not moving was Pickard. He stayed steadfast right there in the right-handed batter's box. And so the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. The runners leading off here. Down into the bottom third of the lineup for Queens. Here's the 2-2, and that one is swung on and missed. Strike 3. So a big second out there for Tyler Harmon.
The left fielder, number 26, Noah Jones.
For the second out, but the pitch count is climbing in this inning for Harmon. As that was the 67th pitch that he tossed. Quickly approaching 70 pitches. And stepping in is Jones. Again, had the double on his only at bat. He chops this one off the plate. Martin trying to play the in-between hop, gloves it. The throw is in time. The Tusculum does get out of it. Second and third, only one out, a strikeout, and then the chopper to second. And Tusculum will take their 3-0 lead to the bottom of the fourth inning here in Game 2 from Pioneer Park. You're watching the Tusculum Pioneer Sports Network.
Broken windshield, take 1. Hey guys, my windshield just got broken. I feel like I need to blow off some steam. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Blanks, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone.
Yeah, but what if I never hear back? That's gonna make me want to go, check.
Nope, your Geico claims team is always there for you.
That makes me want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah!
Geico. Great service without all the drama. Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Group Tag Team to help you plan dessert?
French vanilla, rocky road, chocolate peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Are you ready here for the bottom of the fourth inning, game 2 of our doubleheader, final game of a 4-game series between Tusculum and Queens, as they're going to ask for the lights to be turned on here at Pioneer Park. As they'll get those switched on. Tusculum with a 3-0 lead, both teams with 2 hits in this contest. As Kyle Williams will step up. Tusculum sent all 9 batters to the plate in the 3rd inning. Williams started it off with a ground out to short. So he will get an at-bat in a 2nd straight inning. Here against the starter, Zach Kelly. This one will miss inside. Kelly yielded the 3 runs in that 3rd inning off the 2 RBI double from Trammell. Fastball here going to catch the outer half for a called strike, and then the bases loaded walk. He did walk 3 batters in the inning, hit 2 batters. Tusculum looked for more than the 3, but they weren't able to as Wallenweber had popped up to end the inning. That one's chopped foul on the 3rd base line. It's the 9-1 and 2 batters, Williams, Keener, and Ford. Scheduled to make plate appearances here in this 4th inning. And the catcher, Bailey, goes to the signs. That one off the dirt. County ends up here 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the big thing for Williams this year has been when he's led off an inning, .538 batting average, leading off an inning this year for Tusculum. And that one is chopped foul and right into the Queens dugout. Clear the deck over there. As that sent some people flying. The count holds here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tusculum has got the leadoff batter on base in 2 of the 3 innings. Here's the 2-2, and that one is low into the dirt. There was a double from Keener in the 1st inning, and then Ezra hit by the pitch in the 2nd inning. In the 3rd inning, it was Williams that had the ground out, so he's trying to see if he can change it up here in his 2nd at bat. As we'll have a 3-2 pitch. Here on its way from Zach Kelly. And now the outside, ball 4. So Williams does get on to lead off the inning. There's the walk. So that'll bring up Zane Keener. And I think this may be the end of the line there for Kelly. There is a right-hander that's been warming in the bullpen. Head coach Ross Steedley made a couple looks to his coaches in the dugout before coming out, and then there was some communication down to the bullpen, and that player is coming to the gate, and the signal has been made, so we will get a pitching change here for Queens. We'll step aside. Tusculum has the leadoff runner on here in the bottom of the 4th. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Page along with you here as the new pitcher into the game will be that of number 41, Chris Ragasta. We've seen him as he makes his way out of the bullpen. First pitching change today for Queens. Obviously, they had the complete game effort in game one from Nick Charleston. So, first call to the bullpen, and it comes after the leadoff walk issued by Zach Kelly to Kyle Williams. And it'll be the top of the order, faced here by the right-handed throwing Ragasta. As Keener, Ford, and Martin, the next three batters scheduled up. A lefty, a righty, and a lefty. Keener in this game has been on base twice. He has doubled. He has also been hit by a pitch, and he has scored a run. He scored on the double by Trammell. And the pitch here is low and into the dirt for Ragasta to start his relief appearance. As he will get the signs from the catcher, Julian Bailey. Also keep an eye over that left shoulder on the runner, Williams at first. Williams thought he was going, but then he put on the brakes. That might have been designed there, but really broke hard into the first two moves and then put on the brakes. So the count is 2-0, works so far into the favor of Zane Keener. Here's the 2-0. That one is swung on, chopped foul into the Tusculum dugout, first base side. And a chopping swing at that one. And Keener this season with runners on base, 304 batting average. But the big thing has been the on-base percentage, .533. That one is swung on and chopped foul down the first base line, so that was a good swing. He was unable to get it fair. So the count now 2-2. Ragasta has got back into the count after he missed on the first two pitches of the at-bat. So the last two have been fouled off. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that one was sent high out of the hand of Ragasta. So the count is now full. Bryson Ford in the on-deck circle. Tusculum has worked 4 walks over the last 2 innings, including a pair of hit batters. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That one is swung on, skied in the air. The third baseman calling for it, and the catch will be made in fair territory by Pickard. So one away, and the runner Williams has to head back to first. At Bryson Ford.
Shortstop Bryson Ford.
He will step in. He walked his last time up, also scored a run. He's also grounded out to second. Ragasta will get the signs from his catcher, Julian Bailey. And that one is swung on, chopped foul down the third base line. Home plate umpire can ask for some more baseballs. Good amount have been fouled off here early in this contest. We play in the bottom of the 4th inning. Scheduled for 9. Tusculum has a 3-0 lead after getting 3 in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Ragasta delivers. Runner is going. It's a ball, actually a strike at the plate. Then the throw went off the helmet, and now Williams is going to take third without a helmet. So Williams stole second. The throw hit off his helmet. And his helmet came off, and then he went flying for third. But it was a strike at the plate to Bryson Ford. So the count is 0-2 to him as Kyle Williams goes back and gets his helmet. So he will stand at third base. Tusculum trying to see if they can add to their 3-0 lead. The 0-2 from Regasta is going to miss for a ball. So a steal of second, and then a throwing error charge to the catcher, Julian Bailey, after he plunked Williams in the helmet. Here's the 1-2, and that one is swung on and missed as waving at it was forward, so there's now 2 away after the leadoff walk.
Second baseman, Dalton Martin.
And that'll bring up Dalton Martin. Hit by a pitch in his last at bat, is also grounded back to the pitcher. As they put the shift on here for Dalton Martin. Against the righty Regasta. That one fouled back into the netting as they toss it in. The left-handed swinging Dalton Martin. He's trying to get that runner in from third. Here's the 0-1, and that one was inside. Got away from the catcher, but it stayed in front of Bailey, so nowhere for Williams to go. So just head back to the back. Count evens up here to ball and a strike. Interesting to see what Tusculum does coming out for the bottom, the top half of the inning. And that one is chopped foul over top of the Tusculum dugout. As it looked like maybe Tyler Hartley was getting to the end in terms of pitch count, where he was at in terms of being able to stay out there. Tusculum did have some action down in the bullpen in that top of the 4th inning as Harmon was able to work out of trouble, throwing a pair of runners on base. 1-2 coming here to Dalton Martin, and that one is skied in the air, but it'll be out of play, third base side. So we'll get another shot here with 2 outs. Inning started with the walk to Kyle Williams. Then Keener after the pitching change. With the pop up to the third baseman Pickard. Then Williams stole second, went to third on the throwing error, but then Ford struck out. Now here's the 1-2, and that one is lined foul down the first base line. So we'll get another chance here, 3rd in a row for Dalton Martin. 2 strikes in the at-bat. Trammell in the on-deck circle. He got back into the hit column in his last at-bat, had that big 2 RBI double. 1-2 pitch is high. And he's coming out of his catcher stance, leaping to get that one was Bailey. To keep that one from getting by him. So the count even here, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The offering, and that one is given a ride, but too far out in front of it was Martin. That was a little bit of an off-speed pitch. So Martin was a little bit too far out in front of it. Gave it a ride, but not able to keep it fair. As now he has battled in this at-bat. 3 pitches fouled off with 2 strikes. Regasta looks in to get the signs. Here's his 2-2 again, and that one is swung on. A slow roller down the first baseline, and it's right there on the bag for the first baseman, Harris. And so Tusculum, unfortunately, will not be able to get the runner in from third as we've played 4 full here in game number 2. A 3-0 lead for Tusculum as you're watching the Pioneer Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
You're right. That's a 5th floor problem.
Not in my house. No.
Not today.
Jimmy, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
Happier than Dikembe Mutombo blocking a shot.
Nice.
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
And back out there finishing his warm-up tosses is Tyler Harmon, the right-hander. He has yielded just 2 hits and a walk thus far, along with a hit batter. Also 6 strikeouts. So he is back out there trying to give Tusculum as much as he can before they have to go to the bullpen. And working with the 3-0 lead for Queens here in the 5th. It'll be their 8, 9, and 1 batters, Weston, Melton, and Ford. Weston struck out looking his first time up. That was part of that 3 strikeout second inning. First pitch here will be taken low. That caught the home plate umpire. As Wallenweber going to check on him. As he'll walk that baseball back out, and home plate umpire, I think, had his pen shattered. And that's what it was, so he tosses that over to the first base dugout. So that pen won't be able to be used anymore. And I think Brandon Steele was going to offer up his pen as he had pulled his pen off his clipboard. Now this one given a ride down the line. That one is going to drop fair. It goes into the corner, off to the races as Weston, and he's going to stop at second. And it's a leadoff double for Weston to put a runner in scoring position with nobody out for Queens here on the top of the 5th.
The shortstop, Nick Melton.
As the umpire in the field was right there to have a look at that one. And he called it fair into the corner, so a double. Second double of the game for Queens. Their 3rd hit. And that will bring up Melton. He grounded out to the 3rd baseman, Stiegel, his first time up. He has had a hot bat here over the last 2 games. And this one here will miss low over into the left-handed batter's box. So Harmon now trying to work around that leadoff double. He was able to get out of the pair of runners in scoring position with 1 out in the 4th inning. Count 1-0 to Melton. That one is swung on, and that'll be fouled out of play, first base side. Ford in the on-deck circle. Tusculum does have a right-hander and a left-hander throwing down in the bullpen, down the right field line. Weston gets into his secondary lead. Harmon sets on the mound. Out of the stretch. That one is swung on, hit to the right side. Gloved by Martin. Can he make the play? He does, but it moves the runner over to 3rd. But still a nice play for Dalton Martin. But it's a productive out for Melton in the number 9 spot.
Number 6.
As it puts the runner at 3rd with 1 away. And that will switch things over to the top of the lineup as Dominic Ford will step in. Harmon will go through the signs here with his catcher, Wallenweber. The right-hander delivers. That one swung on, chopper off the plate. That'll bring a run in. Here's the throw from Ford, not going to be in time. And is beating it out down the line is Ford. And also scoring from 3rd is Weston, so it's now 3-1. As Queens gets onto the scoreboard.
First baseman, Drake Harris.
As that one looked like it was going to be played by Stiegel, but it took that weird hop off of the lip of the grass, and then it was left up to the shortstop, Bryson Ford, and it was close. But it does turn out to be an RBI single But first, we're going to get a visit here from Brandon Steele as he will make his way out of the dugout following the RBI single. Here in the top of the 5th inning. As the infield coming in. As that will do it here for the starter, Tyler Harmon. As Tusculum will go to the bullpen here with 1 out in the top of the 5th inning following the RBI single by Dominic Ford that didn't leave the infield. As it's 3-1, Tusculum with the lead. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. New pitcher into the game for Tusculum will be number 38, Alec Lay, the left-hander. As he will make his second appearance of the season, both of them relief appearances. As he will take over for the starter, Tyler Harmon. We'll look to try to see if he can get Tusculum out of this inning without allowing any further runs to score. As Queens is onto the scoreboard. They had the double from Weston to start the inning. Then he moved over to third on the ground out by Melton, and then the infield single by Ford. As it's now 3-1. And that will bring up the first baseman as it's Harris. So Harris will step in, and fortunate part here for him, he's a switch hitter, so he will bat from the right side here. We have seen him, though, predominantly from the left side over the 4-game series. The home run that he hit earlier today in Game 1 did come from the left side. But he will bat here from the right as Lay gets ahead in the count, 0-1. Here's the pitch, and that one, we'll see maybe if he offered at it, but they don't check. So the count 1-1. The runner at first is Ford, being held on by the first baseman, Lewis Ezra. First time that Ford has been on base this one. He had been 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. As now they throw over here as he's back safely, no tag applied. So Tusculum does go to the bullpen here in the top of the 5th inning. Lay, the left-hander, delivers. That one swung on, fouled out of play, first base side. Actually hit off the top of the facade and then came back down into the field. So the first base coach for Queens will head down and get that one. And then toss it over the Tusculum dugout. Count 1-2 here, 1 away, runner at first. The number 3 batter, Cheek, in the on-deck circle. And that one is swung at, chopped foul at the plate. keep the at-bat alive. Again, this is the second relief appearance of the season for Alec Lay. And his first outing went 1 inning, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs. One of those earned, struck out a batter. Did not walk anybody. And a throw over to first here as the runner forward back safely. No tag applied. Lay, with being the left-hander, trying to use that advantage of being able to stay right at the runner at first base. Also good speed from Ford, the leadoff hitter. Here's the pitch. That one came inside. And it's a ball, so the count evens up here, 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Harris avoided being hit by that one. Big spot here for Tusculum, as they have given up a run, so it's now 3-1. Trying to halt the Queens scoring, though. Here's the pitch. And that one was thrown away. And the count is now full here, 3-2 to Harris. Walk here would put the potential tying run on base for the Royals. Payoff pitch coming here from Lay. And that one is low, ball 4. So Lay comes out of the bullpen and walks Harris. And it puts runners on first and second. And now Brandon Steele right back out of the dugout, and he's going to make a pitching change. So he brought Lay in. He faced one batter, and that's all he's going to face as we get another pitching change. As we'll send this one to a break, you're watching the Pioneer Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Page along with you here as we will get a second pitching change this inning. After Alec Lay was brought in to face Harris, he issued the walk, and so Brandon Steele made another pitching change as he has brought in number 26, Nosey Drakeford. As now Queens has the potential tying run on base with a pair of runners on here and one away as the batter is the right fielder Cheek. So it'll be Nosey Drakeford to face Cheek. Drakeford a couple checks back to second. Delivers this one as that was into the dirt. One where was able to glove it. So the count 1-0. For Drakeford. Out of the bullpen. This will be his second relief appearance. He's made 3 starts. Now his 5th appearance. He's worked 10 2/3 innings for Tusculum. And that one missed outside, and the count now 2-0. So tough string here for the Pioneers. In the top of the 5th inning, Weston started off with a double, then Melton the ground out, but since then the single by Ford on the RBI, and then the walk to Harris. Now Drakeford behind in the count 2-0. As he looks to try to get into the strike zone here against Cheek. Runner's going to go. Pitch is swung on. It's hit to second. The flip, the turn, the throw is high. And that's going to maybe allow a run to score. No, here comes the throw home. The throw gets away from the catcher. And so a run does score out of all of that. There is 1 out recorded. And then a runner does go down to second. So a lot happening there. As the runner was often going, Ford was going for third. The ball was chopped to short. Dalton Martin had his throw sail over the head of the first baseman, Ezra. And then Ezra bringing the throw home, trying to get the runner. That one missed, so it's 3-2, 2 runs here from Queens. In the inning, there are 2 outs, but a runner still in scoring position in Cheek. After he went down. And now this one here is fouled back by Bailey, the catcher. So we'll go down as a fielder's choice out of all that. There's no RBI given. And 2 errors on the play. So now both teams with 2 errors in the game. Bailey is singled and flied out in this one for Queens. As a strike here on the outer half, so the count now 0-2. So Tusculum's 3-0 lead has been trimmed to 3-2. Here in the top of the 5th inning, game number 2, the 4th and final game of our series between Queens and Tusculum here at Pioneer Park. And the 0-2 is going to break over into the left-handed batter's box, the count 1-2. One number gives the signs. The 1-2 here from Drakeford is swung on, skied in the air. Dalton Martin tracking it in the infield, makes the catch, and that will end the inning. So Tusculum does come out of it with the lead, but they give up 2 as we go to the bottom of the 5th here at Pioneer Park. 3-2 the score. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network.
Broken windshield, take 1. Hey guys, my windshield just got broken. I feel like I need to blow off some steam. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Blanks, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone.
Yeah, but what if I never hear back? That's gonna make me want to go, check.
Nope, your Geico claims team is always there for you.
That makes me want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah!
Geico. Great service without all the drama. Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip-hop group tag team to help you plan dessert?
French vanilla, rocky road, chocolate peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Page along with you here as back out on the mound for Queens will be the reliever Chris Ragasta, as he was able to work around a leadoff walk that was given up by the starter, Zach Kelly, there in the 4th inning. And got 3 straight outs as the runner was stranded at third. Tusculum's 3-0 lead has been trimmed to 3-2 after Queens answered with a pair of runs there in the top half of the 5th inning. So we'll see now if Tusculum can do anything in the bottom of the 5th. Trammell, Ezra, Furr scheduled up. First pitch will miss low here to Brandon Trammell. 1 for 2 in the game. A 2 RBI double in the 3rd has also popped up to the second baseman, Weston, in this one. Here's the 1-0. That one is also high in the zone. 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for Queens. 3 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for Tusculum. As we work in the bottom of the 5th inning. That one is swung on right into the shift. That one took a weird hop off the lip of the grass, throws a little high. But they are going to say that the first baseman, Harris, came down the bag. So I guess that's the only problem that you could have there with playing in the shift is that hit on the outfield lip of the grass. Almost popped over the head of the second baseman, Weston, but he was able to corral it with his bare hand. And the throw was a little high, but Harris found the bag. And that is the first out. So that will bring up Luis Ezra. First pitch here will miss low. Ezra has been on base twice. He has been hit by a pitch, and he has walked in this one. And now that one will miss up in the zone as well, and that's where Trammell was when he offered at a pitch. He was ahead in the count 2-0. The right-hander Ragasta sets and delivers. And then that one is swung on and missed. Swinging right through it was Ezra. Fuzzy Fur is in the on-deck circle looking to try to turn his day around when he gets to the plate as he's struck out twice, but those were both against the starter, Zach Kelly. The 2-1 here is waved at and missed. And so just like that, the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And catcher Bailey goes through the signs. And then that one was inside, almost off of the foot of Ezra. And the count is now full here, 3-2. As he works his way back into the batter's box, trying to see if he can become a 1-out base runner. Here's the payoff pitch from Ragasta, and that one is swung on, golfed out to left field. And this one is going to be caught on the run by Jones, as he did not falter on that one, as there was 3 players converging, but he stayed strong with it and is able to come up with the catch, so there's 2 away. And that will bring up Fuzzy Fur, the designated hitter. And trying to turn around a 2 strikeout performance. And a fastball in there for a strike. Now Ragasta quickly set. Delivers that 0-1. That one will break and bounce in the dirt. So I believe just the first or second ball that Fuzzy Fur has seen now in his 3rd at-bat. As he had got the best stuff in his first 2 at-bats from the starter, Zach Kelly. Now this one misses over into the left-handed batter's box. So he jumps ahead in the count here, 2-1. 2 away in the inning. Bases are empty. Tusculum now leads by just a run, 3-2. The offering from Ragasta is high, and the count is 3-1. And the on-deck circle is Stiegel. Here's the 3-1, and that one is swung on, fouled off the facade, comes back down into play. So now the count full here, 3 balls and 2 strikes as Fur liked that last offering. Payoff pitch now here for Ragasta. And that one is a called strike 3. And Fuzzy Fur strikes out for the 3rd time today. As that will be a 1-2-3 inning for Queens. As we go to the top of the 6th here in Game 2. Tusculum with a 1-run lead. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network.
You're right. That's a 5th floor problem.
Not in my house. No. Not today.
Jimmy, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
Happier than Dikembe Mutombo blocking a shot.
Nice.
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Here in the top half of the 6th inning. After Tusculum went in order in the 5th. Queens trying to see if they can keep their momentum going after they scored 2 runs in the top half of the 5th to cut a 3-0 deficit to 3-2. Dozie Drakeford back out there for Tusculum as the designated hitter Foster steps in. He swings at the first pitch, follows that one back and out of play. Foster struck out and walked in this one, both of those against the starter Tyler Harmon. And now the 0-1 misses inside. It's scheduled to be Foster, Pickard, and Jones. The 5, 6, and 7 batters for the Royals. Drakeford's 1-1 offering is swung on. That one hit out well to center. Williams going back for it, still going back for it at the warning track. Makes the catch just shy of the wall. In right center, that ball just kept traveling out there to right center, but able to be swallowed up. And that's the first out. So that will bring up the third baseman, Pickard. Pickard has struck out twice here in this one. Both of those again against the starter, Tyler Harmon. Seeing if he can have a different virtue against the Tusculum bullpen. Drakeford is the third pitcher. This one will miss inside. As it was Harmon who came out with 1 out in the 5th inning for Alec Lay. Lay faced 1 batter as he walked Harris. And then Drakeford was brought in. This one swung on. That one's hit out to center. Williams going back for it. Over his shoulder makes the catch at the warning track. And back-to-back nice plays out in center field by Williams, and there's 2 outs. So that one, much like what we saw earlier in the game off the bat of Jones, who steps up here where the ball sailed over the head of the right fielder Trammell. That one almost eluded the center fielder Williams, who had to reach over the shoulder to come up with that one. So Jones does step in, 1 for 2 in the game, a double and a ground out, takes a called strike here. And scheduled for 9 innings here in this second game of our doubleheader. Dozie Drakeford sets the right-hander, delivers the 0-1. That one swung on. That one hit out to left center. That one at the wall looking up for his Williams. That one is gone. A solo home run to tie up the game off the bat of Jones. And we're all even, 3-3 here in the top of the 6th inning. The third well-hit baseball. As that one does leave the park. And it's 3-3. So all three batters have hit the baseball well against Drakeford here in the top of the 6th. And that one leaves the park. Second home run in the series for Queens. Actually, excuse me, third home run, second today in the series. They had one last night. As that one is a called strike to Weston. And just like that, 3 runs over the last 2 innings have tied this game. This one misses inside. Weston 1 for 2 in the game. He has doubled, scored a run, also struck out. Now the offering. And that one will miss alone. The count 2-1. A left-hander throwing down in the Tusculum bullpen. As Dozie Drakeford will go here to the play sheet on the wrist. Gets the signs from the catcher, Wollenweber. This one is swung on, skied in the air. Tusculum will try to find in foul territory, but that one will get out of play. So the count evens up here, 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 away in the inning. So it's 2 runs in the top of the 5th, 1 here in the top of the 6th. Drakeford's 2-2 pitch. That one swung on and fouled out of play. Third base side. Drakeford trying to find the third out here in the 6th inning. As we're back to square one here on both sides. Here's the 2-2 again. That will miss outside and the count full. Here 3-2. Wollenweber goes through the signs. Weston steps back in. The 3-2 pitch is going to be taken outside for ball 4. And so that'll be a 2-out walk to keep the inning alive. As it puts Weston on at first. And that will bring up Melton. As first we'll get a visit, though, from Brandon Steele. And he makes the signal down to the bullpen. So that'll be the end of the line for Dozie Drakeford. As it'll be another call to the bullpen here for Tusculum. As now the game is tied 3-3 after the solo home run here in the inning from Jones. As we'll send this one to a timeout. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Page along with you here as the new pitcher into the game for Tusculum will be number 25, Mitch McCain. The left-hander that we saw close out the game last night for Tusculum. He will come in here, look to try to keep this game tied with a runner at first and 2 outs. As a swing and a miss here in the first pitch as the batter is Melton, the shortstop. Tusculum entered the inning with a 3-2 lead, but that sense has went away thanks to the 2-out solo home run off the bat of Noah Jones. And then Drakeford issued the 2-out walk. Fastball here in for a called strike 2. As McCain will be asked to get Tusculum out of the top of the 6th inning here. The left-hander, he'll take a look into his catcher, Wollenweber. And that one swung on and missed, strike 3. So 3 pitches is all that McCain needs to get the 3rd out of the inning as he strikes out Melton. But Queens rallies to tie the game up 3-3 off the solo home run as we go to the bottom of the 6th here in Game 2 from Pioneer Park. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for the bottom of the 6th inning as Chris Regasta back out there for Queens, and why not? He's done a nice job in relief as he has worked 2 innings, struck out 2 batters, hasn't allowed Tusculum to get anything after taking over for the starter, Zach Kelly. He has tossed 32 pitches in the 6 batters that he has faced. So he will stay in there, and he will face the 7, 8, 9 batters, Stiegel, Wollenweber, and Williams. As the game is now tied 3-3. And the first pitch is a fastball. Called for a strike to Stiegel. Stiegel does have an RBI in the game. A bases loaded walk in the 3rd inning has also popped up to 2nd. His first at bat since the 3rd inning. As that one is going to be off the back foot of Stiegel. So he will be a leadoff base runner as he is hit by a pitch.
The catcher, Chase Wollenweber.
So that will bring up Wollenweber. He is 0 for 2 in the game, has grounded out to 3rd, popped up to short. As he checks the play that was given to him by his 3rd base coach. And then Regasta, he will take a look over the left shoulder to keep tabs on the runner. That one will miss low for a ball, a showing bunt. There was a Wollenweber. Tusculum looking here to try to move this runner into scoring position. Again, he shows bunt, pulls it back, swings, but that one goes foul. That almost worked out. As Wollenweber sent a chopper down the 3rd base line, but it went foul. Trying to take advantage of that 3rd baseman, Pickard, playing in. Now we'll see what the strategy goes here. The count even 1-1. Regasta sets. Wollenweber shows bunt. Lays it out there, but he will foul the bunt off. Cannot get it down. Now there's 2 strikes. As he wanted to push that one up the first baseline. So you would assume now that the bunt is off. And it will be up to Wollenweber to try to see if he can move the runner Stiegel up the conventional way. Here comes the offering, and that one is outside. The fastball, plenty of life to it, but misses the zone. So the count evens up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kyle Williams in the on-deck circle. He's been on base once here in this game as he walked, but then was stranded at third after working that leadoff walk in the 4th inning. And that was in which Ragasta came in. 2-2 the count here to Wollenweber. Here's the pitch, and that one is swung on and missed for strike 3. 3rd strikeout for Ragasta. So a big first out there after the hit batter.
The center fielder, number 3, Kyle Williams.
And that'll bring up Williams. Williams has grounded out to short and walked out of the number 9 spot. Ragasta will look over to check the runner first, delivers the pitch. That one will miss up and in. Top of the order in the on-deck circle in Zane Keener. In Tusculum, just 2 hits in this game, both of them doubles. Keener with one of them, the other the 2 RBI double from Trammell. And now fastball here in their first strike on the 1-0 pitch. Outside of those 2 hits, Tusculum has got all their runners on, either via a walk or a hit batter. 4 hit batters in this game. Also 4 walks. And a strike here called by the umpire in a spot where Williams had pulled the bat back showing bunt. So now he falls behind the count 1-2. As Ragasta jumps ahead, he gets the signs from his catcher, Bailey. But now those two will want to reset things, as Bailey asked for time there. Now he has to wait Williams to step back into the right-handed batter's box. So he's ready to go now. Here's the 1-2. That one swung on. That one's taken into left field. That's going to be down. And heading for second will be Stiegel. And so that is a 1-out single for Williams.
Left fielder, number 22, Zane Keener.
So it's runners at first and second here for Tusculum, with Zane Keener stepping up. Keener doubled in his first at bat, hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning. And then in his first at bat against Ragasta, he hit that pop-up that was caught by the 3rd baseman Pickard. So now the second at bat here, as he swings right through a fastball in the first pitch there from Ragasta. And Tusculum trying to see if they can regain the lead after seeing their 3-0 lead evaporate here against Queens. One away, runners at first and second. Ragasta delivers. That one misses inside. Keener taking very close as the count evens up. This is the 4th time in the game through 6 innings that Tusculum has had the leadoff runner on base, and they've only been able to capitalize on that one time. Now throw back to second as they try to get the runner Stiegel. Was a little bit slow to get back to the bag, but he does. So the runners will hold at first and second. And they will get into their leads. The tall right-hander Chris Ragasta settles, delivers, but before that will step off here to look back at the runner, Stiegel. Yes, he's a little bit worried about that runner at second, the potential go-ahead run. With one out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And then give another look back and then stepped off. Keener's in there ready to go. Awaiting a 1-1 pitch. And he takes that one low and away for a ball. Now the catcher, Julian Bailey, going to go out and have a chat with his pitcher, Ragasta, as they'll talk things over. There is a left-hander up and throwing in the Queens bullpen. And you would think that would be in anticipation of what's upcoming with Martin, Trammell, and Ezra, all left-handed batters. Now ready to go here. 2-1 the count. Ragasta delivers, and that one's low, ball 3. And now maybe a chance for Tusculum to load up the bases. But first they'll need a good at bat here from Zane Keener. A very important 3-1 pitch. Ragasta just staring at the runner, now delivers, and that one's low, ball 4. And the bases are loaded. We'll see if they go to the lefty here or if they give Ragasta one more batter before getting to the left-handers in Martin, Trammell, and Ezra. Stiegel moves over to third. Williams down to second. Keener is at first. His 3rd time he's been on base today in the 3rd different way. A double, a hit by pitch, and a walk. And now it's Bryson Ford. He has walked once in this game. He's also struck out and grounded out. And the snap throw down as the runner back safely. As it was a ball at the plate, and then the catcher, as we've seen, Julian Bailey, very aggressive with those snap throws. But as I said, especially in this spot, a tie game, bases loaded. All it takes is one of those throws to get away down the right field line. Now this one is swung on, skied in the air. We'll see if it's deep enough. Going back for the center fielder. Ford still going back. Runners are going to tag. The throw goes to third, and all the runners are going to move up. Tusculum takes the 4-3 lead on the sacrifice fly by Bryson Ford. So an RBI for the shortstop. As Tusculum will trade an out for the run as they have answered the 1 run in the top half of the inning with a run of their own. And now here comes the head coach, Ross Steedley, and he makes a signal, and now he will go to the bullpen for the left-hander with 3 left-handed bats coming up for the Pioneers. We'll step aside. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network.
Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Group Tag Team to help you plan dessert?
Fresh vanilla, rocky road, chocolate peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Sprinkle.
And the new pitcher into the game for Queens will be the left-hander, number 11, Alec Hunter. As he will take over here. Tusculum with runners at second and third, 2 outs. They do have a run in as they've retaken the lead 4-3 on the sacrifice RBI fly by Bryson Ford. Head out to deep center. Tusculum in this inning able to load the bases up. They started the inning off with a hit batter. Got the single into left field by Williams, then the walk to Keener. And then the sacrifice fly. So with 3 left-handed bats coming up, and Martin, Trammell, and Ezra, they go to Hunter. And so with that, the warm-up's finished. Dalton Martin steps up. He's been on base once today, hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning. He's also grounded out to first and grounded back to the pitcher in this one. And it looks like they are going to intentionally walk Dalton Martin. So they will intentionally walk him. They were ready to throw 4 pitches there, but you don't got to do that anymore. Don't have to worry about throwing 4 ones outside of the zone. So that will load the bases up. The intentional walk to Dalton Martin will bring up Trammell. With the bases loaded here and 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and that one is swung on. That one's hit down the left field line. That one's going to drop. 2 runs are going to score. 2 RBIs on the single for Brandon Trammell after the intentional walk to Dalton Martin. And it's now 6-3. 2 days in a row that Tusculum makes Queens pay for intentionally walking a batter. As yesterday, it was the intentional walk that allowed the bases clearing triple for Bryson Ford, and this one, it's the double for, the single that brings in 2 runs for Trammell, and it's now 6-3. So that brings up Ezra, and the first pitch to him is low for a ball. So 4 RBIs now in the game for Trammell. A 3-run inning. As the 1-0 is in there for a strike from Alec Hunter. So a nice piece of opposite field hitting there by Trammell. The inside-out swing, blooped it in front of the left fielder Jones. As they're trying to see if he can keep things alive. And a flat-footed swing there as he falls behind the count 1-2. He has been hit by a pitch. He's walked. He's also flied out to left field. As Hunter trying to get out of the inning. Strand runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. That one is swung on. Roller to second. Here's the throw, and it's in time. So Queens does get out of the inning, but for the second time in this game, it's a 3-run inning for Tusculum as they regain the lead 6-3 as we go to the top of the 7th here at Pioneer Park. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
You're right. That's a 5th floor problem.
Not in my house. No. Not today.
Jimmy, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
Happier than Dikembe Mutombo blocking a shot.
Nice.
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
So as we get set here for the top of the 7th inning, Mitch McCain back out there for Tusculum, the left-hander. As now he works with a 3-run advantage. As it will be the top of the Queens lineup, 4 to Harris and Cheek, barring any pinch hitters. And the first pitch is swung on a chopper. Third, Stiegel, the throw in time. And that will be the first down. So a nice play by Jaden Stiegel over there at the hot corner. As that'll go down 5-3. So that'll bring up the first baseman, Harris. We will again see from the right side of the plate with a lefty in there. Last time up from the right-hand side, he walked. From the left-hand side, he's also been hit by a pitch and grounded out to short. McCain delivers. Fastball there will miss low and away. And 6-3 now the score as Tusculum answers the 1 run that was scored in the top of the 6th. With 3 in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-0 pitch is going to miss. Mullenweber trying to frame it. Didn't get the call. One away here after the quick ground out by Ford. There's the 2-0, and that one is fouled at the plate. Base is empty here, and McCain trying to keep it that way with Cheek in the on-deck circle. Queens with 5 hits in this game. Here's the 2-1, and that one is going to be outside for a ball, so the count now 3-1. McCain got the quick out there on the ground out to Ford. Trying to avoid from putting a 1-out runner on base here. Might be inevitable. Here's the 3-1. That one is swung on. Good contact by Harris. Center fielder has it lined up, though, and tracking it down. Making the catch is Williams for the second out. So that'll bring Riley Cheek, the right fielder. He has reached on a fielder's choice. That was the crazy play that saw Queens score their second run of the game back in that 2-run 5th inning. He's also grounded out to first, popped up to Dalton Martin at second base. Fastball here from McCain will be pumped in for a strikeout in the outer half. As McCain looks into the dugout. Get the pitch call here. Again, the Tusculum defense playing the batter Cheek straight away. And that one sails over to the left-handed batter's box. Even the count up here, the ball and a strike. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th inning for Tusculum. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 batters due up, bottom half of the lineup. The 1-1 here is swung on, fouled into the netting, and will come back down to the field. Nicely go right into the left-handed batter's box, so Mullenweber will hand it off to the umpire. He'll look it over. So ahead in the count here is McCain. 1-2 the count. McCain readies. The lefty delivers, and that one is going to be off of the batter. Actually, we're going to see, and they say that it did hit the batter. Mullenweber had asked there to see if it did indeed hit the batter, and they will agree that it did. So a 2-out base runner for Queens as Cheek is hit by the pitch. He is on base for the second time. And that will bring up the catcher as it'll be Bailey. So he steps into the right-handed batter's box. McCain delivers, and that one is swung on. That one's going to be down in front of Trammell. keeps it in front of him. But just like that, after 2 quick outs, looked like nothing is going for Queens, and now a hit batter and a single, and they've got 2 runners on base. So that will bring up the designated hitter Foster. He has walked in this game, also struck out and flied out. (3-6-2). The line scored for Queens. 6-4 to the line score for Tusculum. Fastball here from McCain will miss outside. He got the ground out to start the inning to 4, and then they fly ball to center for Harris, but the hit by pitch extended the inning, and then the bloop single into right field. Have put a pair of runners on base. Here's the 1-0, and a swing there by Foster, not able to hold up, so the count even here, the ball and a strike. The third baseman Pickard in the on-deck circle. Working here in the top of the 7th inning, game 2, final game of our 4 games set between Queens and Tusculum. Runners take their leads from first and second. This one swung on, fouled into the netting. Count now 1-2, so a good pitch there from McCain on the outer half of the plate. See if he can find an out pitch here to get the Pioneers out of the 7th inning and send them to the stretch here at Pioneer Park. McCain will go to the plate sharp. The runner out at second is Cheek. Bailey is at first. McCain sets the left-hander. Look back to second, delivers, and that one is swung on, fouled out of play, first base side. Another chance here for Foster. We saw him do this in his at-bat in the 4th inning against Harmon, fell behind the count, fouled off some pitches, eventually got the count full to 3-2, and then worked a walk. So definitely not going to be an easy out here at the plate, especially in a spot here where he does represent the tying run at the plate. Runners take their leads. Here's the 1-2, and that one's going to miss away, and the count is even. Here are 2 balls and 2 strikes, so it's going to be a tough one for McCain. Going to have to bring his best stuff to try to get the designated hitter Foster. McCain takes a deep breath out there on the mound, the left-hander. Looks into his catcher, Wollenweber. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that one is swung on. A chopper to third. Stiegel gloves it. He's going to go the short route. They get the force out at second, and that will end the inning. So the hit batter and the single with 2 outs don't come back to hurt the Pioneers. We go to the 7th inning stretch here at Pioneer Park. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network.
Tusculum University is Tennessee's first university. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains. Students from 31 states and 15 countries have found a home here. With nearly 60 areas of study, Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit www.tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
You're right. That's a 5th floor problem.
Not in my house. No. Not today.
Jimmy, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
Happier than Dikembe Mutombo blocking a shot.
Nice.
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
So we're ready to go here in the bottom of the 7th inning. As back out there, the reliever Alec Hunter. After he came in and unfortunately gave up the 2 RBI single to Trammell. And after Queens intentionally walked Dalton Martin to load the bases there in the 6th inning with the 2 outs. As it was another 3-run inning for Tusculum, so it'll be the bottom third of the lineup as it's the 6, 7, and 8 batters as Fuzzy Fur steps in. He will take this one for a ball. Fur has struck out all 3 times that he's been up to the plate in this one today. Swings at this one, drives that one to left field, and that one's going to drop, so Fuzzy Fur has himself a leadoff single. So another leadoff base runner for Tusculum. And a nice piece of hitting there.
Number 13, Jaden Siegel.
So that'll bring up Jaden Stiegel. Stiegel's been on base twice today, hit by a pitch, has also walked. Popped up to second. As this one is in the dirt. Catcher keeps it in front of him, so Stiegel is officially 0 for 1. He does have a run scored and an RBI, as the RBI was on the bases loaded walk back in the 3rd inning. At the time, made it 3-0 in favor of Tusculum. Here's the offering, and that's inside and off of the batter, Stiegel, so he is hit for his 2nd consecutive at-bat. So he reaches base for a 3rd time.
Now batting the catcher, number 8, Chase Woolweber.
So that'll bring up Woolenweber. And now making the slow trek out to the mound. After all, that will be Ross Steedley, as there is a right-hander that is warm in the bullpen and another one that is getting ready, and there will be a pitching change as Queens will go to the bullpen after the single on the hit batter to start out the inning. We'll step aside. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, Doug Page along with you here as another pitching change for Queens, and another pitcher that we've seen in this series, as it's going to be the right-hander number 45, Luke Hutchinson, as he will come in. Tusculum has started off the inning with back-to-back base runners. The single from Fuzzy Fur into left field, and then Stiegel being hit by the pitch, his 2nd consecutive at bat that he was hit by a pitch. And so it'll be Woolenweber, and he will face the right-hander Hutchinson. As Tusculum trying to see if they can add to this 3-run lead. As it's 6-3 work here in the bottom of the 7th inning, scheduled for 9 innings. Woolenweber in this one has grounded out to 3rd, popped up to short, and struck out swinging. And now he will step in here with runners on 1st and 2nd. So Queens defensively, they'll pinch in at the corners. Double play depth up the middle. Does open up a gap between the 1st and 2nd and shortstop and 3rd holes on both sides of the field. Here's the pitch, and that one is bunted a rocket. Probably a spot where Woolweber should have pulled the bat back, as that one was right towards Williams there in the on-deck circle. So the count is 0-1. So again, now it's the right-hander, Luke Hutchinson, wearing jersey number 45. As he takes over for Hunter. The bunt here is laid down. The only play is to first by Hutchinson. And throws up the line a little bit, but the first baseman, the second baseman, Weston, able to hold the bag as the first baseman, Harris, was pinching in. So it was Weston who was able to hold the bag on the throw that wasn't the greatest from Hutchinson. But it does move the runners up for Tusculum with one out. As we'll go to the number 9 spot in the lineup. Williams, his last time up, had a single. He has also walked and grounded out. The infield comes in for Queens. That one is swung on, followed right back into the netting. On the pitch up in the zone. Tusculum trying to see if they can score in consecutive innings. After getting 3 in the bottom of the 6th. Runners lead from second and third. The pitch, that's going to miss inside for a ball. Williams taking that one all the way. The infield for Queens pulled in here on the edge of the infield grass. Hutchinson, the right-hander, getting the signs from his catcher. He delivers, and that one is high for a ball. Maybe a little bit too much on the fastball there. There are 2 more pitchers warming up down in the bullpen for Queens, both of them right-handers. And Queens had the fortune of not having to go to the bullpen in the game number 1. Got 7 innings from their starter, Nick Charlson. And now this one is going to be a called strike on the outer half. Williams thought it was outside, was looking for it to be 3-1, but instead it's 2-2. So the count evens up. Runners take their leads from second and third. Fuzzy Fur, the leadoff single. Stiegel, the hit by pitch, and then the sacrifice bunt from Wollenweber. Here's the 2-2, and that's off of the arm of Williams, so he's been hit. So 2 hit batters in the inning. And now the bases are loaded with 1 away, and we'll see if we get a visit from Steedley. Or if Hutchinson will face the leadoff batter, Keener. And no movement from the Queens dugout, so Hutchinson will face Zane Keener with the bases loaded and 1 out. Big spot here for the freshman left fielder. That one will miss up and away for a ball. Big spot here for Tusculum to put some breathing room between themselves and the Royals, getting late here into this one. Fuzzy Fur at third, Stiegel at second, Williams at first. Infield in for the Royals. And that one is high, ball 2. Keener yet to take the bat off his shoulder in this at bat. He has doubled, been hit by a pitch, walked and flied out. Here's the 2-0. That one is swung on as he fouls it out. As he found one to his liking there. So the count now 2-1. Home plate umpire again looking for some more baseballs from the Tusculum dugout, first base side. Signs given here by the catcher Bailey. Hutchinson delivers, and that one is inside, ball 3, and the count is 3-1. If you're Queens here, a walk in this case isn't the worst thing, bringing in 1 run. See what Hutchinson does. 3-1. Here's the pitch. That's outside. Ball 4. A RBI walk as Fuzzy Fern will touch home. And it's now 7-3. Stiegel moves over to third. Williams down to second. So Keener picks up his first RBI of the game with the walk. And we'll get a visit from Steedley and a pitching change to come. As the bases are still loaded, one away here in the bottom of the 7th inning for Tusculum. They lead 7-3. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Page along with you here as the new pitcher will be another familiar name as Drew Machete takes over on the mound. We've seen him as well. As he will take over here for Hutchinson. As the Pioneers have added a run on the bases loaded walk to Zane Keener, who has picked up his first RBI of the game. So Keener here in this one after the game 1 loss, only reaching base once, and that was in the bottom of the 7th. He has now reached base 4 times here in this one. And that will bring up Bryson Ford. Ford has walked and scored a run. He's also got a sacrifice fly RBI, as that had given Tusculum the lead back before getting 2 more runs in that 3-run 7th inning. In the 6th inning, as that made it 4-3. So now he steps in here with the bases loaded, 1 away. First pitch is a fastball for a strike out of the hand of Drew Machete. Again, the infield remains in here for Queens on the edge of the infield grass. That one is swung on. And that'll be foul out of play. Everybody, their heads immediately turned to the air trying to figure out where that one went. Nobody had a clue where it was, but it was out of the ballpark. So the count quickly 0-2. Here to Bryson Ford as Machete has come out of the bullpen throwing strikes. He gets ready here for the 0-2 pitch. The offering is a breaker in the dirt, and the catcher keeps it in front of him, so the count 1-2. As that is the big one here. Is the pitch in the dirt isn't the worst thing, but it's all about if the catcher can keep it in front of him, not allow that runner from third to come home. 1-2 pitch is low in the dirt, gloved by the catcher, and the count now level here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Bryson Ford trying to come up with a way here to bring a run in. Runners lead from all 3 bases. The 2-2 pitch is swung on. That one's given a ride out to left, and that one's going to be down. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Zane Keener flying around the bases, but he's going to go through the stop sign. Here he comes. Here comes the throw. He's safe. Now the play at third, and Bryson Ford is safe. So for the 2nd straight day, Bryson Ford clears the bases for Tusculum. And they've opened it up. It's now 10-3. So for the 2nd straight day, the graduate comes up with a big hit for Tusculum as he clears the bases on the ball that gets all the way to the wall in left field. And a 4-run inning is now made it 10-3. So that brings up Dalton Martin, and he tries to lay down a bunt and catch things off guard a little bit. But that one was fouled in the box, so the count 0-1. So Bryson Ford, a double and 3 RBI, so give him 4 in the game. As he stands at third. As this one will miss from Machete, so the count now 1-1. So 4 RBIs in each of Bryson Ford's last 2 at-bats in the 6th and 7th innings. That one is swung on. That one's going to be a hit. Solid contact there for Dalton Martin, and a run will score. So an RBI single will make it 11-3. A 5-run inning. As that has probably been one of the purest swings. As that was just barreled up and put right into right field. And that will bring up Trammell with Dalton Martin at first. And 1 away. Trammell in this one has 4 RBIs himself. As he takes this one low, a 2 RBI single in the 6th and a 2 RBI double in the 3rd. The 2 RBI double in the 3rd was the first 2 runs that scored for Tusculum to give him an early 2-0 lead. And then the 2 RBI single in the 6th helped extend the lead to 6-3. Takes a big hack here, misses at the fastball. Count now 1-1. But now the lead has extended to 11-3. Trammell, the 8th batter of the inning. Machete delivers the 1-1. Runner goes. A strike at the plate. The throw. Dalton Martin is going to be out. Trying to take second, so that'll be the second out of the inning. As he wanted to try to be aggressive there. So he will head back to the dugout. So now they'll put the shift in order here with the bases empty for Trammell. And that one will miss outside. The count evens up here 2-2. So the base path's now empty. As that's the first time that Dalton Martin has been caught attempting to steal a base this season. The 2-2 pitch, and that's low, and the count is now full here at 3-2. Drew Machete trying to work out of the inning here for Queens. Here's the payoff pitch, and that one is swung on right into the glove of Machete as he'll give the underhand toss to his first baseman, and that will end the inning. So a 5-run bottom of the 7th inning makes it 11-3 Tusculum as we head to the top of the 8th here in game number 2 from Pioneer Park as you're watching the Pioneer Sports Network.
Broken windshield, take 1.
Hey guys, my windshield just got broken. I feel like I need to blow off some steam. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Blanks, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone.
Yeah, but what if I never hear back? That's gonna make me want to go, Jack.
Nope, your Geico claims team is always there for you.
That makes me want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah!
Geico. Great service without all the drama. Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip-hop group tag team to help you plan dessert?
Fresh vanilla, rocky road, chocolate peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Doug Page along with you here as we get set for the top of the 8th inning. A little bit different look now, but Tusculum can't take off the pressure here defensively because we've seen over these last 2 days that Queens will rally no matter what the score is. And they've taken an 11-3 lead after scoring 5 in the bottom of the 7th, 3 in the bottom of the 6th. Mitch McCain back out there. Delivers a first pitch strike here, as it is Pickard, Jones, and Weston scheduled to bat here in the top of the 8th inning. Don't want to get into that spot where you don't feel like any lead is safe, but you kind of got that feeling that no lead is safe with how these 4 games have played out between these 2 teams. So the count quickly here, 0-2 to Pickard. He is 0 for 3 in the game, 2 strikeouts and a fly out to center. Facing the left-hander, McCain. McCain sets, delivers, and that one will miss low and away. Jones in the on-deck circle. He had the solo home run that tied the game up at 3-3 back in the 6th inning. That came with 2 outs in the inning. That was against Dozie Drakeford. This one swung on right back up the middle. Good hit there for Picker. That's a loud leadoff single, as he will become a base runner for the first time in this game. And that will bring up Jones. Jones has a double, a home run, and a ground out to second in the game as Wollenweber went out and wanted to chat with McCain. Didn't make it all the way there before he was sent back by McCain. So they'll get ready here at the plate. Pickard leaves off first. McCain comes set. And now this one will miss low, with the runner Pickard over at first. Both teams with 7 hits in the ball game, also with 2 errors each, and they both have left 8 runners on base. Here's the 1-0. That one is swung on and fouled back in, out of play. So that'll even up the count here. And a ball and a strike. Long looking here to the catcher, Wollenweber. Now check the runner first. They'll throw over. Runner back safely. No problems there for Pickard. McCain with runners on base this season. Loading batters to a 160 batting average. Gets a big swing and a miss here for strike 2 from Jones. Here today, he has faced 7 batters, given up 2 hits, struck out 1. This will be his 28th pitch in relief. Checks the runner at first, the 1-2. That one swung on him, is strike 3. Jones goes outside of the zone, and that will be the first out after the leadoff single to Pickard. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Weston. He's been on base twice today, a double, a walk. He's also struck out looking. The strikeout came all the way back in the 2nd inning against the starter, Tyler Harmon. Really unfortunately for Harmon, he had a nice start, but could not make it through the 5th inning. Came out after 4 1/3. Came out with the lead, but unfortunately Salem relinquished it. So now Powell will go over here to the first base dugout. That's coming out of the dugout there to toss that one back over to McCain was the catcher, Jordan Beaver. So lefty-lefty matchup here. With that runner at first, Weston. And that one chopped at the plate foul. Good pitch there, biting down in the hands. One away here in the top of the 8th inning. For Queens, taking a look here overall, they've had at least one base runner on in 7 of the 8 innings. The only inning they did not was the 1-2-3 third inning. That was worked by Tyler Harmon. An 0-2 pitch upcoming here from McCain. That's in there, called strike 3. Frames the inside part of the plate. Back-to-back strikeouts for the left-hander. And so that will bring up Melton, the shortstop, looking for his first hit maybe of the day. He's 0 for 3. A ground out to third, ground out to second, and then a strikeout swinging. The last about the strikeout that ended the 6th inning. Fastball here will miss over in the left-handed batter's boxes. That 6th inning was the inning which Queens had tied the game at the time, 3-3. The outlook has since changed with the 3 runs for Tusculum in the bottom of the 6th inning and then the 5 in the bottom of the 7th. And now this one is swung on and missed. Good lively fastball there from McCain. The numbers for him do get better with 2 outs in an inning. Batter's hitting just 125 against him this season. And 160 with runners on base. Runner leads from first. And the batter did offer at that one. But umpire calls it a strike as the count is 1-2. 2 away here. McCain trying to strand that leadoff single from Pickard on base. There with the top of the order for Queens, waiting in the on-deck circle. 1-2 pitch on its way. And that one swung on and missed, strike 3. Just as he did in game number 2 last night. McCain goes strikeout, strikeout, strikeout after allowing a base runner. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning here at Pioneer Park in game number 2. You're watching the Pioneer Sports Network.
You're right. That's a 5th floor problem.
Not in my house. No. Not today.
Jimmy, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
Happier than Dikembe Mutombo blocking a shot.
Nice.
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
So as we get set here for the bottom of the 8th inning, a new pitcher into the game for Queens, and it'll be a new pitcher that we haven't seen it yet in this series. And so it'll be number 37, Nick Nelson. So he will make his series debut as it's an 11-3 Tusculum lead. As they look to try to take 3 out of 4 games in this series, but a fun and exciting 4-game series between Tusculum and Queens. As the Last one more toss here going to be completed there by Nelson. And we will get the bottom of the 8th inning underway. As it will be the 5, 6, and 7 batters, Ezra, Furr, and Stiegel. As Ezra will step up. He's been on base twice. He has been hit by a pitch, walked. Also flied out to left and has grounded out to second. That one will miss outside for a ball. Now the 1-0 pitch to follow, and that one will miss outside. Taking a look at some of the team hitting stats here in this one. Queens 7 for 31 in the game. Tusculum 7 for 25. But one of the big differences is the fact that Tusculum has worked 7 walks in this game, has also been hit by 6 pitches. They've struck out 5 times. And right now, Tusculum 5 for 18 with runners on. Queens 2 for 15. 3-0 pitches in there for a called strike, so the count 3-1. Also, Tusculum now 4 for 13 with runners in scoring position, whereas Queens is 1 for 9. 3-1 pitch here from Nelson. That one swung on right to the first baseman. It pops off of him, but he's able to corral it, keeps it close enough, and that'll be the first out. As Ezra goes down 3 unassisted. It looks like we will get a pinch hitter here for Tusculum. As number 2, Wes Reynolds. As Reynolds will get an at bat here in the place of Fuzzy Furr in the DH spot. So Reynolds will get a chance to swing the bat. Working against Nick Nelson. Swings in the first pitch and fouls that one out of play, first base side. Eleven runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for Tusculum. 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for Queens. 0-1 pitch is in there for a called strike. For Reynolds, this will be his 5th at bat of the season. He does not have a hit, does have an RBI, 2 runs scored, 2 walks, and a strikeout. But he's behind in the count here, 0-2 against the reliever Nick Nelson. Here's the offering, and that one is swung on. That one hit out to left, going back for the left fielder, and that one is going to be caught on the run, almost misplaying. That was Jones. As his initial steps were in, and then he had to quickly take his momentum backwards as that one was well hit by Reynolds. But he did not find open grass out there. So that's the second out. And that'll bring up Stiegel, the third baseman. He has been hit by a pitch in each of his last 2 times to the plate. He has also walked and popped up to second. As that one misses up in the zone. He was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the 6th. Hit by a pitch and scored in the 7th. Now the 1-0, that misses up in the zone, so the count quickly 2-0. Wolin Weber in the on-deck circle. If Stiegel can extend the inning. Wolin Weber looking to get on base for the first time in this one. There's the 2-0. That one is swung on, fouled out of play, first base side. Good swing there by Stiegel. Stiegel on the season has struggled a little bit at the plate when coming up with 2 outs, just a 133 batting average. Takes this one inside, and the count is 3-1. Trying to see if he can become a 2-out base runner. Has a double, a triple, and a home run on the season, one of each. Here's the 3-1 as he fouls that one off over into the Queens dugout off the netting. So the count will go full 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here with 2 away. Base is empty in the bottom of the 8th inning. Tusculum 11-3 lead. Nelson sets and delivers. That one is swung on and fouled out of play first base side. Count remains 3-2. Home plate umpire going to need some more baseballs from the Tusculum dugout. They set up here for a 3-2 pitch. Nelson, the reliever, trying to get out of the inning. Here's the offering. That one swung on, well hit out to right field, going back for the right fielder over towards the line, making the catch is going to be Cheek. And it does work out to be a 1-2-3, bottom of the 8th inning for Queens. We go to the top of the 9th. Tusculum trying to close it out and pick up their 3rd win of the series as you're watching the Pioneer Sports Network.
Broken windshield, take 1.
Hey guys, my windshield just got broken. I feel like I need to blow off some steam. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Blanks, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone.
Yeah, but what if I never hear back? That's gonna make me want to go, check.
Nope, your Geico claims team is always there for you.
That makes me want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah!
Geico. Great service without all the drama. Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Group Tag Team to help you plan dessert?
Fresh vanilla, rocky road, chocolate peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop this, scoop shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
So back out here to work the top of the 9th inning will be Mitch McCain. And he's going to be asked to close this out for the Pioneers. He's registered 2 1/3 innings as it is, has given up 2 hits, struck out 4, and has faced 10 batters. And he will face the top of the Queens order. First pitch is going to be fouled off as it's Dominic Ford. Ford in this game has struck out twice, grounded out, and has an RBI single. That was an infield single that he beat out in the 5th inning. Let's try to see if he can become a leadoff base runner for the Royals. Here in the top of the 9th. Pitch from McCain will miss over into the left-handed batter's box. Ford, Harris, and Cheek scheduled up here for Queens. The 1-1 on its way. That'll miss. In that 8th inning, McCain, he gave up the leadoff single by Pickard right back up the middle, but then responded by striking out Jones, Weston, and Melton all in order. Behind in the count here, though, 2 balls and a strike to Ford. And that one is swung on. Solid contact down the right field line. Trammell over for it. It's going to drop fair. Trammell quickly gets it back in, but it will not be in time. And Ford has himself a leadoff hit. And he just dropped that one in fair down the right field line. And so that'll put a runner in scoring position for Queens. And that will bring up Harris, who will continue to bat from the right side with the left-hander on the mound. Last time up, McCain got Harris to fly out to center. Fastball here for a strike. That is the first double that McCain has allowed this season. Comes here to Ford in the top of the ninth. Yo one on its way. That one swung at and missed by Harris. Good pitch low and away. So the count 0-2. Cheek in the on-deck circle. Right fielder for the Royals. McCain sets, gets the signs from Woolen Weber. Back to second, the 0-2, and that one is swung on foul. Over on the first base side. So the count holds here at no balls and 2 strikes. Tusculum still searching for the first out here in the top of the ninth inning after Ford led it off with the double down the right field line. Here's the 0-2 pitch again. That one swung on, a little poke at it, and that's going to be out into center. And they're going to send the runner around. Here comes the throw. That's cut off, and it will be an RBI single as Ford scores from second. And it's 11-4. And Harris has himself an RBI single.
Right fielder, Riley Cheek.
So that will bring up Cheek, the right fielder. With nobody out here. McCain readies. And the fastball in there for strike one on the outer half. So this is the same type of rally that we saw from Queens there back in game number 1 yesterday. Tusculum had a 7-0 lead going into the 7th inning of that 7-inning game. As the pitch here is in for a call strike 2, and Queens rallied for 3 runs and cut into a 7-0 deficit. And just the way you like to see teams play baseball, never give up until that third out is recorded. Runner leads off first here, the count 0-2. McCain delivers. That one will miss inside. As McCain will take an extra couple steps here behind the mound. So now he's ready to go. 1-2 the count. Harris, the runner, at first. After the RBI single, scoring Ford from second base. Here's the 1-2, and that one is going to be taken for a ball. Able to hold up on it was Cheek. Tusculum does have some action in the bullpen. A left-hander and a right-hander throwing. 11-4 the score. The count 2-2 here to the batter, Cheek. Here's the pitch, and that one's low, and the count is now full, 3-2. So McCain here now potentially a pitch away from putting 2 runners on base with nobody out. Here in the top of the ninth. McCain sets, delivers, and that one is swung on and missed. Strike 3, held on to by Woolen Weber, and there's the first out. As that will bring up the catcher, Julian Bailey. He has a pair of singles in this game. One of those against McCain. He's also flied out to center, popped up to second. First pitch here is going to be taken for a called strike. So the count 0-1. Ezra holding the runner on at first. There's the offering, and that one fastball will miss up and away. So now that pitch count for McCain getting up there a little bit. Came into the inning with 34 pitches, but came into this at bat already at 50. There's pitch 53, and it's fouled off of the ankle of the catcher Bailey. So the count 1-2. So we think maybe McCain going down to the end of the line. And that pitch count getting up there. 1-2 the count. One away here in the top of the 9th inning. 11-4 is the score. That one is swung on and missed for strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts for McCain. And there's 2 away. So now 6 strikeouts for McCain. And a total of 3 innings of relief. And we'll see if maybe he can go back-to-back-to-back strikeouts for the 2nd straight inning. He did that in the 8th. As the batter is Foster. That one's in there for a called strike. Foster, the designated hitter, 0 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout in this one. McCain sets, delivers. That one is swung on. This one hit out to shallow center. And the catch made by Bryson Ford, the shortstop, and that's the ball game. So the Pioneers pick up the 11-4 victory on the fly ball as they do allow a run to score in the 9th. But that is it. So Tusculum does take 3 out of 4 games in the series against Queens, but 4 competitive games in a very competitive series for Tusculum, as they will take a well-deserved week off as they will be back in action next weekend. As Tusculum will travel to Lincoln Memorial for a 4-game set with the Rail Splitters. And then Tusculum will return home to close out the month of March with a 4-game South Atlantic Conference series against Newberry here at Pioneer Park on March 27th and 28th. And then they'll also host a midweek non-conference game against Lee on March 30th, and then they will move into the month of April. And then looking at the schedule in April, it's really going to be trying on Tusculum to see what they are made of, as they only have 1 home series in April, and it's their last series of the regular season, April 17th and 18th here at Pioneer Park against Limestone, as they will open up April with a 4-game series at Anderson. Then they will go to Lenore-Ryan for a single non-conference game. And then they will head to Carson Newman on April 10th and 11th for a 4-game series. And then they will head to Belmont Abbey on April 17th for a non-conference game. So it will be a long month of April away from Pioneer Park for the Pioneers. But so far things are looking good, as Tusculum improves to 10-2 in the South Atlantic Conference with the win here. 14-3 overall on the season for Queens. They fall to 6-15 and 4-12 in South Atlantic Conference play in this one. So we thank you for tuning in for these 4 games. Again, Tusculum taking 3 out of the 4 games from Queens. For Doug Page, for our producer Corey Says, we thank you for tuning in and enjoying all the fun here on the Pioneer Sports Network. So long, and have a great rest of your weekend.